Hi everyone, my name is Surasit. I'm a UI designer from Design Code. We're going to design this beautiful UI from scratch using the new style and SF symbol for an iOS 16 using Sketch. Typography in iOS has never been as rich and full of options. Apple provides a family of fonts with multiple weight and optical size that are free to use. San Francisco, the system font for iOS has three new width styles: condense, compress, and expand to make your design more expressive. Every style is functional and is alright, but depending on the context, some will perform better than others. Combined with the regular width, we can pair other styles without using a custom font. We will provide a library of 4,000 icons with weight variant and rendering mode that you can use on all Apple platforms, including macOS, iOS, iPadOS, watchOS, and tvOS. Each symbol can use one of full rendering mode, which is useful to make your UI most customized. Automatic set the recommended mode for each symbol. iOS Charcoal apply one color with varying opacity for each layer. Palette apply up to 3 colors across the layer. Multicolor may have preset color combined with one select color. For example, the delete badge is always red. Monochrome apply one color to all layers and is the most neutral rendering mode, giving a uniform and consistent look. New in iOS 16, variable color allow you to customize the appearance of your icon using a percentile value. This is great for symbols that show a progress such as a loading, sound volume, Wi-Fi strength, etc. This course is entirely free. Thanks to Sketch sponsorship, Sketch is the perfect design tool to create interface for iOS since Apple provides the UI kit and library. It's fully native, has real-time collaboration, developer end-up, and prototyping. To follow this course, make sure to install Sketch and download the asset file. You're going to need to create an account, and it's free to try. Before we start, let's cover some basic typography in iOS. Here, we have the kerning, which is the spacing between the letters. So we have the new width style, which is the space for each letter take. So if you take the expand, it means that you need a larger screen or a larger space for the text. And here we have the baseline. Usually you align on the text using the baseline, so it's an invisible line that the text sits on. So let's talk about the font weight. Most SF family come with a comprehensive palette of weight spanning from ultralight to black. In general, at 11 and 19, you use the SF text regular. At 34, use SF display medium. And 34 and plus, you use the SF display bold. And not that a bigger size, you can afford using thinner, light, and ultralight. And the minimum size for iOS is 11. It's for a very small text like for the top bar. For the body text, it's 17 and the title go up to 34. And then you can have between the title 1, 2, and 3, which is about at 20 and 34. It's important to have a good line height. By default, in the design tool, it's going to select 120%. As you can see, the line height is 18 versus the font size is 15. So that is 120%. So you can increase that if you want to make it more legible, especially for long text. When you design, you don't want to have super long text per line. Dynamite type is very important because when you're implementing, you're using the dynamic type, which allows users to customize the size of the text so it's more legible for people who have less visual or people a little bit older prefer to use bigger text. First of all, you should go to the Apple guideline to have more detail about typography. And there are videos from the WWDC that you can watch. What's new in San Francisco font family, about the SF symbol for, etc. Let's open a new document in Sketch or use My Document as a template. To create an artbar, go to Plus and select Artbar. Or you can press A on your keyboard. Choose iPhone 30 Pro. Add a background color that is neutral and light. I'm going to choose this color. You're going to need the iOS UI kit from Apple for Sketch. And don't forget to check to activate. Go to the plus and search for status bar. Select the light. Place it at the top at 0 and 0. Combine color to create a nice background for the user interface. Create an oval. Press O. The size is going to be 506.84. We're going to fill with this color. Remove border and we're going to place at the center. Add blur. 30. We will explore the new style expanded, which is the more expressive style. And we're going to add avatar that we can click on that take us to the profile page. Write the title. The color is going to be black and 100. You have to go to the SF Pro to have the new style. Select expand bold and the size is going to be 17. Normally I use 20 for the size. I choose expand, so I have to choose a smaller size. We're gonna select auto width, and to make it more expressive, I'm gonna select the uppercase character. Center and the spacing between the stats bar and the title is 20. Click on option. You're going to do it manually. Now create a circle of 44 and 44. Again, remove the border, fill it with a face image from Unsplash, or use my avatar from the asset file. Set the avatar distance from 20 from the right, align to the middle with the text, and the spacing is 8 from the status bar. Okay, let's create a vertical card that we can scroll horizontally to select the cards. Go to plus, shape, and we're gonna create a rectangle. The size is 165 to 69. Put 20 on the corner radius. Set the linear gradient. So the color on top is white. And we're gonna place it diagonally. And the color at the bottom is going to be DB D5 F5. Add a border of 2 and select this color. Go to Blend More and choose Overlay. Add Shadow 20 and 60. Go to Blend More and choose Overlay. We're going to play with the condense and expanse to make the design more exciting and unique. Click on T and write the car category, which is electric. Select condense medium. The size is going to be 15 uppercase. Okay, the color is going to be black, but I'm going to reduce the opacity to 16. Choose auto width and align left. Now we're going to write the name of the card. Choose expand bold. The size is 15. Opacity to 100. Now set the price. Condense medium, but no leather casing. And we're going to reduce the opacity to 16. The spacing is going to be 6 between electric and Tesla model. I'm going to group everything together. I'm going to write another title here. I'm going to select expand medium and the size is going to be 15. Auto width and align left. The spacing between is going to be 20 and 20. Most photo from Unsplash come with the background. You can remove that automatically by using Remove BG. Choose a car image like this one from Unsplash. Add a car brand category, which you can find in the asset file. You can now feel that the design is complete and more significant. And the spacing is going to be 30. And don't forget to place the image inside the group. To be more organized, we're gonna name all the layer. So now we're going to duplicate the Tesla Model Y. The spacing is going to be 20. Now we have to find another card and change the text. I'm going to select this one. Now we're going to create the horizontal card. So we can scroll vertically to select the card that you choose from the category. So create a rectangle. The dimension is going to be 350, 150, 20 on the corner radius. Remove border and delete it. I'm gonna choose the color white and opacity to 60. I'm gonna do the same thing for this one. Right click on this rectangle, copy style, and click on this rectangle and paste style. So the border is the one that I select. Let's write the category, auto which and right. Choose condense medium and the size is going to be 15. Reduce the opacity to 60%. Select the text. I'm going to duplicate. Press on Command C and Command V. I duplicate because we will use the condense because we have less space. So we will play with the size and the uppercase to make it more expressive. So this one we're gonna change to condense bold. And the size 21. You have to make it bigger because condensed it's smaller. We're gonna make it more interesting by choosing uppercase to put more accent to it. 100. I realized that it's too light. It's not 30, it's 60. I'm gonna duplicate this text again. And this time we're gonna write the price. The size is going to be smaller, 13, and the opacity is going to be 16. We're going to select everything, put in a group. Place it center and make sure that the image is inside the group. I'm going to select the OD and the Tesla and the title. Right click and go to group selection. Okay, make sure that the spacing is 20 and here is going to be 30. So you're going to duplicate the Tesla roster. And what you have to do is to change the text and the image. So the spacing is going to be 20. So you can see that we are not finished. We have to place the spacing between the text, but we're going to do that in the next section. At this section, we will design the car detail screen. We will learn about SF symbol for the rendering mode and how to use them in the design. You're going to need the SF symbol app from Apple for Sketch. To make it more obvious that the card is tappable, we're going to add a blue button at the bottom right. So create a rectangle, 44 by 44. Click on individual, remove border. We're gonna select the same blue. Go to SF symbol app, search arrow shape, and select this one, copy symbol, and paste here. Select the symbol and the rectangle, center, and group. Change the color to white, 100. Duplicate, Command C and Command V. And make sure to put the detail button inside the group. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to place detail button at the corner. Duplicate the group. We're going to change width size to 6.6. Select the Tesla model and the Tesla roster. Group them together and name the layer by horizontal card. I'm going to create a rectangle shape. I want to align this text with my symbol. I have less space. So we're gonna select the title and we're gonna choose no letter. Select the title and the spacing between the cards from the left is gonna be 60. Between the button is gonna be 20. So now you can see the difference between this card and this card. Repeat the same thing. We're gonna do the spacing in this card. The spacing between the text is going to be 6. And from the right is going to be 10. And between the top is 18. And from the bottom is 18. Now let's create the top bar. First, we need card, calendar, map, bill, and person. Go to plus, create a rectangle. The dimension is 390 and 85. Go to individual. We're gonna set 30 on the top left and top right. Choose the same blue. Click on Ctrl plus C. Remove border and delete it. Reduce the opacity to 30. Go to blur, background blur. It's gonna be 10 and saturation 30. Create a rectangle. We're going to create a floating button. The size is going to be 60 to 60. Set 20 on the corner radius. Rotate the rectangle to 45. I want to set 0 to the rotation. For that, we have to flatten. Can you see that the number just changed? Set back to 60 and 60. And now we have to round the number. When you do design, never use decimal. Remove border and delete it. Use the same blue color. Select the rectangle. Go to edit. I'm gonna create like a curve. So you're gonna stop when you see the horizontal and vertical red line. Set to straight. Add 3 points like this. And make sure that is in the middle. And move lower. Select the 2 point and set to 20. For this point is gonna be 30. Bring the flatten button and center. Play with your shape. Each symbol is 11. Change the size to 15. Take the map and group with the rectangle. Change the color to white. Add a title below each category. Choose regular. The minimum size that we can go for the tab bar is 11. Choose the color black. Select the symbol and the title, group them, and then the layer. The spacing between is gonna be 30. It's gonna be 10 from the top. Now it's missing the home indicator. So click on the diamond, go to Apple iOS UI, click on bar, home indicator, iPhone light. Okay, I'm gonna modify a little bit. I'm gonna add a circle with this color. and place it behind the rectangle. I'm gonna call it background. Change the text and the symbol to this blue. Change it to another blue. Now I'm gonna group everything and call it tab bar. You can go back to background and play with the saturation. And I'm gonna place it to 15. And voila. We're gonna use the same background. I duplicate this screen and I delete everything. I just keep the starter bar and the oval background. We're gonna combine three circles and we're gonna adjust the opacity to create a beautiful circular background. The first circle is gonna be 500 and 500. Center, remove the border. The color is gonna be white. Reduce opacity to 10. Create another circle, 400 and 400. Color is going to be white and the opacity is going to be 30. Let's create the last 300 and 300. Again, remove color white. The opacity is going to be 40. Select the true circle. I'm going to put inside a BG group. We don't have a tab bar on this screen. So create a navigation that allows returning to the previous page. This is no more action for this screen except turning back or booking the car. We're going to write a title. Select the expand. The size is going to be 17. Choose auto weight in align left and uppercase. Copy the arrow left symbol from the SF symbol 4. The spacing between the symbol and the text is going to be 10. Group them together and name it top navigation, and the spacing is going to be 20. 20 and 20. Change the color to black. Now we're going to create a tool that allow you to rotate the car in a circular motion to see the whole cars. So I'm going to take this car, put it in the middle, make it bigger. Command key to keep the same proportion. Take the image and the BG and move up. Create a oval 250 and 113. Remove the fill. My car is too big, make it smaller. Fill with the leader gradient. The color on top is going to be white, set to 0. And the color is going to be the same blue that we use. By including an arrow left and right button, your design is more precise and easy to understand. Create a circle, 44 and 44. Remove border. Use the same blue. Select the navel left and navel right. Select the symbol and the circle in a group and center. Change the symbol to white. Put the button and the oval together. Now we're going to create a bottom sheet that include all the detail about the chosen car. So we're going to play with the which side, then compress and regular. Create a rectangle. The size is going to be 350 by 333. Go to individual, select the top right and left to 30. Write a category, which is electric. Select the color black and condense medium, and the size is gonna be 17. Choose auto weight and align left. So I'm gonna duplicate and I'm gonna change to compress ball. Change the size to 34. So you see that I choose a compress. So I change size bigger because the compress take less place. I'm not going to select uppercase for this one. Select the electric innovation, reduce the text opacity to 16. The spacing between is going to be 16. Add a description about the car using regular 15. Spacing is going to be 16. and the opacity is reduced to 60. And select Auto H and align left. Now we're gonna create a Book Now button that go directly to the third screen to make the reservation. Create a rectangle again, 175 and 60. Remove border. Gonna take the same blue and set 30 only in the top left corner. And the size is gonna be 17. Choose auto width and align left. So the color is gonna be white, opacity 100. Select the text and the rectangle center and group it and name your layer by Book Now. We're gonna add the price, duplicate the Book Now. So you see, I don't need to do the baseline. Remove the rectangle. Change the text color to black. Change it to the price. So now we're gonna play with the rendering mode. The rendering mode works only in Swift UI, but it does not mean that we cannot include it in UDesign. And I will show you how to do it manually. So I select palette. I choose blue and black. Copy, click on your symbol, right click and click on Convert to Outline. Now you're gonna go to your layer. So right click to the shape and ungroup it. Now you're gonna select this head and we're gonna choose the same blue color and voila. Next, we're gonna take this person. We're gonna do exactly the same thing. And then it's gonna be the snowflake circle. Write a text below each symbol. The size is gonna be 11. Choose regular. Reduce the opacity to 60. Make sure to align with the symbol. Now we're gonna select the symbol and the text, group them together. Select the tree group, I'm gonna add in another group. Put it in the center. I need more spacing, so I'm gonna make my background longer. The spacing is going to be 20. Now let's go to the next step. In this section, we will design this third screen for the reservation page. So we're gonna use the same art bar. So I duplicate the first one and I delete everything except the status bar and the oval background. We're gonna combine gradient color to create a colorful background. We're going to create two circles. The size is gonna be 215 and 215. Click on cleaner. And the color on the top is gonna be this beautiful pink color. Reduce the opacity to 50%. Duplicate the circle. We're going to change the color on top. It's going to be this purple. Reduce the opacity to 60. Create a bigger circle that cover the two smaller circles. 518 to 518 center. Remove fill. Go to blur. Select background blur and put 40. So we're gonna group them together. Put in the BG background. And I'm gonna remove the first oval that we did and the first screen. We need tab navigation. On this screen, the only action that you can do is cancel, reset, or run now. If you click cancel, you will return to the previous screen. You will learn about navigation in the next video by my sister Surani. So right cancel, choose expand medium. The size is gonna be 17. Color black 100. Auto age and align left. The spacing is gonna be 20. So we're gonna duplicate the text. The spacing is 20 and 20. Put them in a group. And the asset file, you have the calendar. We're gonna create a button shape. So create a rectangle. The size is gonna be 390 and 346. Before I go too far, I'm gonna select this rectangle and reduce the opacity to 60. Go to blur, background blur, and put 10. We're gonna add shadow, 10 and 20. And choose overlay. Click on the rectangle, right click, copy style. Select this one and paste style. I don't think that we need background blur. I put background blur on this rectangle because we can see the circular background. But if I remove this one, you will see that nothing changed. Create a rectangle. The dimension is 350 by 554. Corner radius to 20. Color white, opacity to 60. Add a border outside. The color is gonna be black. Go to blend more and select overlay. Select this arrow left button, duplicate and bring it here. Go back to SF symbol for or to the asset. So I need this and the location. Delete this one. Change the symbol color to white. Place it inside the layout. We're gonna place it in the center and the spacing is gonna be 30 from the top and 20 each side. And the spacing is gonna be 555. Name the layer location button and the rectangle, group them together. It's gonna be location. Add another title using content bold. The size is going to be 20. Spacing is going to be 20. Right location inside. Choose regular. And the size is going to be 15. Reduce to 60% and align it at the middle. Put Tesla inside the location. We're going to duplicate. The spacing is going to be 20. So we're going to change the width size to 165. And we're going to change the icon to the calendar. Going to change the symbol color to white. Change the title here to start. So you can see in the design, I select the first day to be 15 July. Name the layer start. Now we're going to duplicate again. Spacing from the right 20. Change the title to N. After selecting the date, will appear the total rental price. Then the user can click on the Rent Now button to pay. Write total using expand bold. The size is gonna be 17. Other way, align left. 100. Duplicate the text. Change it to pay now. Create a background for my button. 186 by 60. 30 in the corner radius. Choose the same blue color. Change the color to white. Remove border. Go to shadow. Select the same blue color. 10 and blue. 30. Reduce the opacity of the shadow to 50. Select the background and the text. Group them together. It's gonna be pay now. Place the spacing to 30 and 31. So let's add a touch ID symbol to the button to make the design more captivating. While it looks static in the design tool, it will be more dynamic and Swift UI has demonstrated in the SF symbol for. Change the size to 24 and let's create a circle 50 and 50. Remove border and the color is going to be black. Choose overlay, reduce the opacity to 40. Group it. Spacing is going to be 5, 5, and 5. Select the text. The spacing from the touch ID is going to be 16. And voila! We are done, guys. So we're all done for today. So I hope that you liked the video. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. So see you next time. Bye!